The room fell silent as a black woman CEO faced public humiliation by a billionaire white family. In a moment filled with tension and disrespect, her name was mocked and her authority questioned. But this wasn't the end of her story. Against all odds, she canceled a massive $500 million deal that could have changed her company forever. Her courage shocked everyone present and made headlines worldwide. Before we dive deeper, drop your city or county in the comments below. And if you like this story, please subscribe for more powerful narratives. The meeting took place inside a luxury private club, where polished wood paneling reflected the glow of crystal chandeliers. Champagne glasses sparkled on the table as the billionaire family sat confidently, surrounded by decades of wealth and influence. Across from them sat Monique Carter, a confident and accomplished CEO. She had built her tech startup from scratch, growing it into a company valued at over $500 million. This meeting was meant to be the biggest moment of her career, an opportunity to partner with an old money family that could take her business global. The meeting began with the usual polite greetings, but something felt off. The eldest Montclair's son barely looked Monique in the eye, avoiding direct contact. As she introduced herself, a woman whispered into her wine glass and laughed softly, drawing uncomfortable glances. Then the family patriarch interrupted abruptly. "We were expecting the real CEO. Will she be joining us?" Monique didn't flinch. "I am the CEO," she replied firmly. The room fell into an awkward silence before a dismissive chuckle filled the air. The tension was thick, and it was clear respect was not on the table. As the presentation moved forward, the family's tone grew colder. They asked condescending questions about Monique's experience, questioning if she had handled numbers properly, their voices dripping with doubt. A son cracked a forced joke about diversity, while others made dismissive remarks about her capabilities. Each comment was a carefully veiled slight. But through it all, Monique remained composed, silently taking mental notes of every insult and microaggression. She knew this wasn't just business. It was a test, and she was determined to show strength in the face of their thinly veiled hostility. Then came the cruelest moment. The patriarch leaned back, a smirk spreading across his face as he joked loudly. "Avery, is that short for something?" His family laughed heartily, the room filled with mockery. Monique realized in that instant they didn't see her as a leader or even a person. They saw her as a token, an obstacle to be overcome. Without a word, she stood up. The laughter continued for a moment, but then her calm, steady voice cut through the noise, silencing the room with a powerful declaration. "I came here today to close a deal," she began, her eyes steady and voice unwavering. "But instead, I was reminded why I built my company without people like you." She looked around the room, challenging their narrow views. "You see numbers. I see people. You see opportunity. I see legacy." Her words echoed in the silent room. "I will not sell my legacy to men who can't even say my name right." The weight of her message hung heavily, clear, strong, and impossible to ignore. Monique gathered her laptop, documents, and dignity. Without hesitation, she walked out of the stunned room, leaving behind a $500 million deal still on the table. News of the canceled partnership spread quickly, making headlines across the industry. Soon, other companies reached out, those led by people who recognized her talent and valued her for who she truly was, beyond the color of her skin. Her story inspired countless others, young black women, entrepreneurs, and marginalized founders, who saw her courage and began to believe in their own power. Real power isn't just about money or status. It's about respect and self-worth. Monique's story reminds us of the strength it takes to say no and walk away from opportunities that don't honor who we are. So ask yourself, what would you walk away from to protect what matters most? If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring narratives. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below.